Hello, welcome everybody to chapter 3 of our book, Modern Principles of Business Law. Today we're essentially just going to be going over all of the various topics covered in this chapter. It starts off with discussion of the U.S. court system, and then we move into methods of alternative dispute resolution. Basically, besides this video, I'll be posting several items on ngrade.com, so make sure that you follow up with there. Excuse me, sometimes I'll have to look down at my notes as we're going through this chapter. But like I said, this is a brand new experiment for us, and so hopefully it works out well for you guys. As mentioned, we'll be going through this video. This video is going to essentially work as our lecture for this week. So make sure to watch this video, read chapter 3 as well, and also the supplemental material that I'll be posting online. So let's go ahead, pull out your books, and let's get started. You can follow along in the chapter as well as I go through it because we'll be going in the correct order. So as we begin, I'm going to read a little bit from the book, starting off with Courts and Alternative Dispute Resolution. The book notes, today in the United States there are 52 court systems, one for each of the 50 states, and one for the District of Columbia and the federal system. Keep in mind that the federal courts are not superior to state courts. They are simply an independent system of courts, which derives its authority from the U.S. Constitution. By the power given to it under Article 1 of the U.S. Constitution, Congress has extended the federal court system beyond the boundaries of the United States to the U.S. territories such as Guam, Puerto Rico, and the Virgin Islands. As we shall see, the United States Supreme Court is the final controlling voice over all of these 52 systems, and at least when questions of federal law are involved. The book notes, and I think this next part is especially important, every business person will likely face a lawsuit at some time in his or her own career. I think that's extremely important for you guys to acknowledge. Many of you will be going into your own sort of business operations and opening your own businesses. People will sue you at some point. It's the unfortunate reality of doing business in the United States. The United States is highly litigious. There are over 90,000 lawyers in the state of Florida alone, and so people like to sue for various things. One thing is not to be afraid of the criminal or the civil court system. Basically, how it works is structured. Sometimes people will sue just because they want to. When somebody sues, it doesn't mean that they're automatically always right. So you can't be afraid of the system itself, as there is a mechanism to help us control these items. So I just want to remind you guys, though the U.S. is highly litigious, there is no by means any to be afraid of it. I'm going to take a quick pause before we move into the next chapter, or into the next part of the chapter.